welcome everybody. Happy Monday. Facebook, you're right here. YouTube, you're over here. Aloha everybody. Good morning. Yeah, okay, it's live. I have to write notes in my giant ass notebook. So happy Monday morning. I have a super special guest today. Sometimes I'm talking to YouTube, sometimes I'm talking to Facebook, but I love you both first and foremost. And so I have a super special guest today, my buddy Nexdash, who I met just last week at a meetup, and he was doing a tutorial on blockchain and internet marketing as well. So he is an internet marketing and a crypto expert, and so I like hanging out with people that know their stuff and kind of share that with you guys. And so today, in this video, we are going to be talking about the Ian Balina hack that happened
a week ago. Yeah.
So this happened on the 16th. So 7 days, and 7 days ago, it seems like I don't know, a month in the crypto news realm. But there's a reason why we're still talking about the Ian Balina hack, is because I wanted Nexdash here to talk about some preventative measures and what you guys can do, what we all could do to help prevent this from happening to us. How to keep your wallet safe, how to keep your private keys safe, and that kind of thing. And so I'm so grateful you came on this awesome Monday morning.
Thanks for having me on your channel. I love your channel. I'm a big fan. Love your work.
Oh my God, thank you.
The other people that you have on your channel are really up there in cryptocurrency, so I'm honored to be part of that list. Yeah, thanks. But wow. Ian got destroyed. He lost millions of dollars worth of tokens and cryptocurrency.
Talk to me, what exactly happened? Like, I read about it, but what happened?
So he has, he's a public trader and ICO specialist, so he's like an influencer in the industry. So everyone knows about him, and he tweeted that he lost millions of dollars in tokens. He got hacked, and one of the theories that he has about how he got hacked is that they went through his email address, and his college email address might have also been compromised. He was actually storing his private keys for his cryptocurrency wallets in Evernote on the cloud. So they got into his Evernote, and they used his private keys to empty out all his cryptocurrency wallets. So he lost millions that way. And
2 million is what I read. Is that a fact?
I read that also. That's insane. That's insane. But the reality is, this video is so important for people, not just people that have cryptocurrency, but anyone who's about to get into it, because the hacking that they're doing is so proficient that it's scary. There's absolutely no way you can be 100% safe online anymore. So I've had multiple friends that have been hacked actually also. So I've had friends that had Google Authenticator, had the email address nobody knows about, and they still lost 100% of their Bitcoin from Coinbase, which is supposed to be secure.
Supposedly it's supposed to be the most secure one.
Yeah. So you really have to understand how these hackers are doing it. So you almost have to become a hacker yourself, at least technique-wise, in order to protect yourself. Because if you don't know how these people are hacking, there's no way you can protect yourself enough. So the first thing I tell people is to pin lock your cell phone number. So you gotta call your cell phone provider and put a code that prevents anyone from transferring your cell phone number to them without a password. Because the reason why is there's this technique called port, P-O-R-T. What that does is they'll pretend to be you, and then they'll call your cell service and transfer your cell phone number over to them. And then these people will use your cell phone number to steal your email address, and they'll change all your security questions so you can't get your email back.
So how do you pin lock a cell phone number?
You gotta call your customer support and tell them you want to passcode lock anyone being able to transfer your cell phone number without that passcode. So that prevents someone from using your social to call your Verizon or Rogers Mobile or whatever and transferring their cell phone number over to them. and then they use your cell phone number and your email address to empty out all your Bitcoin wallets.
Okay, so this happened to your friends?
Yeah.
Because Ian's story is a bit different. You know, I mean, okay, so he had the things in the cloud, and he always posts his wallet.
Yeah.
So he kind of just put a target on his back.
Yeah.
And I know that he's doing it to, you know, to create his content. He is in the market. He's, you know, an influencer in the industry, and so he gets people engaged in that matter. But, you know, first and foremost, do not do that. It's just not wise to, you know, always be showing your, you know, your blockfolio or whatever, because if people know how much you have.
Yeah.
But I mean, to each their own, I guess. But you know, with your friends, is that what happened to them with their phones? Is that what happened to them, where people kind of took their phone, transferred that phone number, and got hacked? Or do you know how that happened?
Yeah, my friends are different because, like, they had the Google Authenticator and they had the email address nobody knows about, and so we're guessing that the way that he got hacked was through either malware or spyware. So there's different viruses that are out there where they can take control of your computer. So, like, if you're like logged into, say for example, Coinbase, so you've already used Google Authenticator to log in, you're already logged into the website, then once they're in control of your computer, they can just start withdrawing from your Coinbase account while you're logged in. So that's how we think that they did it.
Right.
So, like, he changed his password. We told them, like, because you haven't reformatted your computer and installed Norton antivirus, if you put Bitcoin in there again, they're just going to empty it out again. So that's why you have to know how people are getting hacked in order to really protect yourself. So we talked about passcode locking your cell phone number.
Pin lock. Yep.
You got to use an email address that nobody knows about, because what happens is they're doing research on you. So the way they research you is they'll do like a background check. They'll figure out your home address, your social security number, because of the Equifax hack, there's 130 million social security numbers that are public.
Oh yeah.
So they can use your home address, your work address, your cell phone number, your home number, your family members, your date of birth, your social security number, where you went to school, all the information to try to break into your accounts and steal your accounts. So the more information you put out there, the more they can use against you. So just people knowing which tokens that Ian has, they can kind of figure out which exchanges that he's using. And a lot of these tokens, there's no offline wallet. So there's two offline wallets, like Ledger and Trezor that most people use, but those two offline wallets don't support a lot of these tokens.
That's right.
So when you own these tokens, they know what exchanges you're on now. So now they know exactly to go to KuCoin.com or whatever to try to empty out Ian's wallet that way.
Got it. So, I mean, he was giving them the clues.
Yeah. Where to hack them.
Yeah, he was giving them, he was basically giving the clues. And first and foremost, I want to send love and light to Ian. I just want to point out real quickly, because I like this about this story. And again, we're not making this video as like a scare thing. We don't want to scare you guys, just to give you information on how you can prevent this. Just like, you know, be a little bit wiser with how you manage, you know, your coins and your wallets and that kind of thing. But Ian, a cool thing that he said was that, you know, I don't even care about the $2 million. Like
yeah, he's rich.
He's like, I learned something.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
And so I thought that was kind of cool, and I'm sure he's a serial entrepreneur, and he knows how to create wealth again and again, so he's fine.
Yeah, he'll make that money up really fast.
Yeah.
Because the reason why we're all getting hacked is not because we're like you know, fools or we don't know any better. It's because we're first. Ian is first. That's why he's the first to get hacked. The reason why he got hacked is because nobody knew that these hackers, how capable they were until now.
Yeah.
So, like, even me, I didn't know these hackers were that good that they can break into his like Evernote and go into these encrypted messages that he put on Evernote and to get into his wallets. Like, that's like some really great hacking. And so we're all learning from the bad things that happen to other people, these pioneers. And so Ian is helping all of us indirectly from that experience.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Let's talk about another tip that you could do now. There's definitely cold storage.
Cold storage, Trezor, Ledger.
Trezor and Ledger. It doesn't support every coin, but you know, it's wise to, you know, your top 4, you know, the top dogs of the game, your Bitcoins, your ETHs, and Bitcoin Cash, I'm sure it supports, and Litecoin, like, just, you know, it supports a lot. I think Ledger, I don't even have one yet, to be honest with you. Here I'm talking about it, but I'll hear you guys.
It's in the mail.
It's in the mail. But I'm about to get one. And so cold storage means that you unplug it, and there's no way in heck, unless they have it, and your, you know, your passcode or your password, there's no way that anybody can get in there. What's another way? Don't store the keys on the cloud.
No. Don't store anything
online.
Don't store
anything online.
You gotta just accept that if anything's online, whether it's an exchange or in the cloud, that there's a good chance that you're just gonna lose all of it. So just be comfortable with that fact, and going forward with your strategy and how to protect yourself, just know that you might lose any of those things that you have online. So a good way to do it is that you can like spread it out. So you might have like these tokens on the exchanges still, but you move your Bitcoin and Ether and Litecoin into a ledger, so that if you get hacked, you only lose part of your portfolio, you don't lose all of it.
Right.
Because the other risk is like, if you put everything into a ledger or a Trezor, like you could lose those things, or they can break. You could lose your recovery password. You could have like a house fire. And so you got to think about that as well. Like, it's not 100% guaranteed you're going to keep your money just because you put it offline, because like you can just get robbed or extorted. Also, like, there's so much crime, these new types of crime, cryptocurrency now.
Like digital crime.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. This is a crazy world, but people are so smart. I'm fascinated by how smart people are. I wish this didn't happen, but another thing that popped up into my mind is that, like, not even Google Docs or Dropbox.
No way.
You know, some people tend to like write things on a doc and store it. I would not do that either. We would advise against that. You know, write it down on a piece of paper. This is really, you know, when it comes to digital currency, and you know, without a third party, we are becoming our own banks. And, you know, we've been used to having a centralized place that has all our passwords and, you know, a website that you can log on, you can take your money out, and etc. And when you're your own bank, you have, what is the word I'm looking for? The responsibility to keep track of everything, keep everything safe, and that's all on you, on the individual, which I know currently where we're at now, which really tells me that how early we are, is that it's so inconvenient for a lot of people.
It is.
It's super intimidating and it's super technical. Do you think we're gonna get to, as far as just a prediction and foresight, we're gonna get to a place where everything is a lot more seamless, a lot more easy, as if, you know, just
as soon as it goes mainstream, or if the banks start doing it, if the banks start doing like exchanges and stuff like that, then hopefully they'll take it as security for you, and maybe one day it'll be insured also, just down the road, hopefully, if it gets to that point.
Would that still be, then would that
then it becomes
defeat the purpose of decentralization? No.
Yes, it does.
This is tricky.
So it does. It's all a trade-off, right? So, so going back to like offline wallets, like people are going to the extreme of writing down your so you can write down your password on a piece of paper. But what if you lose that paper, or you get like a house fire?
Right.
So people are going to the extreme of like, they're putting their passwords, they're engraving it on metal sheets, so that even if there's a fire, like their password backup doesn't get burned up. And then they put those metal sheets into like a fireproof safe.
Yeah.
And then they'll have like multiple copies of it in like different cities, because if there's like a disaster within your city,
that's right,
then you can't get back to your house either.
That's right.
So people are going to like real extreme measures to like back stuff up offline.
Right.
And the more you do, the safer you are, but there's no 100% way to protect yourself completely.
To do it.
Yeah.
All right, we're back on. All right, Facebook, we're back on. And so we have cold storage. Thank you again for this. So we have the cold storage, pin your phone. I did not hear about that. Get yourself a new email. If you're gonna, actually someone told me this a long time ago, have an email only for crypto. Even if it's a Gmail, it's okay.
As long as nobody knows about it.
Yeah, as long as nobody knows about it. And only use it for crypto.
Correct. And then
don't sign up for shit with it.
Exactly. And then also the Google Authenticator. So Google Authenticator is like the two-factor authentication. Every time you log in, you got to use the Google Authenticator. But you got to make sure you back up your Google Authenticator QR code, and install it in multiple devices. Because if you lose your phone or whatever that has your Google Authenticator, you won't be able to log into your own account.
Yeah, that happened to me.
Yeah,
with
common.
KuCoin.
It's common. So that's why you got to back up your QR code in case your phone dies or whatever.
Yeah, because then otherwise you have to unbind it. And here's what happened. I just want to share a story. I had to contact them for like over a month, asking them to unbind, and I had to unbind my two-factor authentication for KuCoin because I had some change in there, you know, and I thought it was like, oh God, it's lost forever. And I was seeing people that were saying they don't respond and that kind of thing, and I know they're overwhelmed, but if you write them nicely, they will help you if you can prove that it is in fact your account.
Yeah.
So I just want to thank you, KuCoin, for unbinding my 2FA.
Yeah, you lucked out because, like, let's say you had like an exchange where they don't even ask for ID, then there's no one to like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no. Well, I had to tell him which cryptos I bought and how much and when.
Good.
And I had those on record,
perfect.
so I was able to prove it.
So they have a process now.
Yeah,
they have a process in place.
That's right. But I wasn't even. Actually, as a matter of fact, I wasn't even. I didn't even authenticate myself yet. I didn't. Is that the word I'm looking for? I didn't verify myself yet. I'm like, oh, I'm screwed because I'm not even verified. How are they gonna know? But because I told them exactly the same amount, the same, like they know that it was there. So
good.
They were able to unbind it. And I know I'm very confident. Again, this is brand new technology, but I am very confident that we're going to get to a place where, I mean, imagine when the internet began, nobody knew what to do. Nobody knew, there was not much to do in the internet. People were trying to figure it out, and there was a lot of innovation, and that's what makes it so exciting. But we're still trying to figure it out, and how to create platforms that makes it seamass and a little bit more user-friendly.
Yeah.
If you will.
Yeah, it'll get easier as time goes on.
It will get easier, and mass adoption. And I know, and the fact that, here's what I was thinking: we have the internet, and so we have people that can communicate and can collaborate, and so this is going to move a lot faster than the mass adoption of the internet, I feel.
Oh yeah, this is the new revolution. This is like what email did to the snail mail. This is what like Netflix did to Blockbuster. This is the next step, and that's what I believe, at least. That's my opinion. And one more thing about it, Ian's like, yeah, he lost $2 million. This is a good lesson learned, because like in the future when he has $50 million, he'll be able to protect it a lot better.
That's right.
When he has $50 million, he'll like thank the hackers that took us $2 million. Yeah.
It won't even matter.
Because $2 million is nothing. Because he'll have $50 million down the road that he'll be able to protect a lot better.
Yeah, yeah. So that's about, I think, a good amount of tips, you guys. Comment below. You know, if you've experienced anything like this before. I don't wish this for anybody, and I'm learning myself from it. You know, the fact that it happened to him, and I read about. Actually, you told me about it.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm gonna kind of get a little bit more organized. Do you have any tips on kind of organization? Because you know, we're in like 5 different exchanges, this, that, different wallets, and you want to spread out your coins throughout different wallets. How do you organize? Like, you know, like you said, like paper, write it down on paper, like, so you know what is, you know, what and how much is in which wallet and that kind of thing. How do you stay organized since it's all over the place?
Well, Blockfolio is a good app to track all your different coins, and like what I did is I just sold off the coins that were on exchanges that I didn't want to go to anymore. So I had like Red Coin before in the past, and like that was like the only coin I had on that exchange at the time. So like I didn't want to use that exchange anymore, so I just sold it at the end of 2017.
Got it. I hope you were up.
Yeah.
Were you up?
Thank God. This was before all the crash, like in 2018. So I sold it at a peak.
Nice.
It just worked out.
Nice.
So
Blockfolio, and that, you know, you're not like tying your coins there. It's just a way to keep track.
Yeah.
This is just an app to keep track. I also know Cryptonaut is another one that you can track. Cryptonaut is like a kind of Blockfolio.
It's the same as like traditional finances. Like the more you can consolidate, the better. So it's a mix between, because consolidate makes it easier to keep track, but also it lowers your security, because like if you get hacked in one of those places, then you lose more. So it's kind of just like a mix between like security and convenience. The more convenient everything is, because you have everything consolidated into like fewer exchanges, then it becomes more convenient for you, but it becomes less secure.
Got you.
Like when you go offline, it becomes more secure but less convenient. So it just depends on how paranoid you are and how much you're willing to lose if you get hacked.
Got you. Okay. No, I'm kind of like taking this in and will begin to implement this myself. I don't have a lot, myself, but I have some, so I definitely want to know how to moving forward, how to keep myself organized and prevent this from happening. So, any other thing you want to add?
I think that covers it. I would say, just as an end note, you can never fully protect yourself. So whether it's online or offline, whether it's online, there's definitely no way you can 100% protect yourself. And if it's offline, people can still come after you personally. So I would say never invest more than you're willing to lose. And that'll be the disclaimer
100%.
for
a million percent. And just definitely disclaimer, we're not advisors or financial advisors of any sort. Everything that you do and you invest, please do your own research and do your due diligence. Definitely never invest more than you lose. You hear this again and again, and it cannot be said enough. I've been a part of it. I have to share a story. Like I've been not knowing any better. I just wanted to try to test in the market, and I've been a part of coins that were getting pumped and dumped, and I've kind of been there. And so just to share that so that it doesn't happen to anybody, make sure you read the charts, and you can literally see spikes, and that read about it, and then you'll see the charts, and if it's it's getting pumped and dumped, and you don't want to get caught in that unless you're on the winning side.
Exactly.
So I want everybody to make whatever they got to make, but there you go. I'm learning with you guys. So comment below if this was helpful for you guys. I want to tell you, so Nexdash is. We're going live in Little Tokyo. You can see the little dots there right behind us. What are these called again? I forgot.
Lanterns.
The lanterns, yes. They're so pretty. It's nice to be like in Little Tokyo
cool.
on a Monday morning.
I
don't know. It's a good day. So Nexdash is, he has courses, and he also teaches about internet marketing and digital marketing. And tell the audience, tell us where we could find you. And I will put his links on the description, YouTube, and Facebook.
It's at Owerly.com, OWERLY.com, and there's a $1 $1 trial for your first month as well.
And those are online classes they have access to right away on cryptocurrency and on internet marketing. So everything you have is on there for the first month is $1 a month?
Yep, you got it. $1 for the first month, and then $39 after that if you want to keep going. Cancel anytime.
And you can cancel anytime, so you really don't lose anything. You might as well.
No risk.
And in my journey, really, it's really just been education, right? I'm diving into things that are super new to me, whether it's internet marketing, digital marketing, social media marketing, content creation, video, and cryptocurrency, blockchain. The thing that assists me to absorb information. You're live, okay, YouTube. Wait. Hey, okay, YouTube. Someone called me, and that stops the video. But is having people around me. I sit them down and I ask them questions, and having mentors, and I invest a ton of time and money in my education with this kind of stuff. And so, but as I learn them, I want to share them with you. So YouTube, if you're new here, consider subscribing and share this video if you know someone who this could benefit. And Facebook, like and share this page, and comment below. I really want to hear you guys' thoughts on the blockchain, on this amazing technology that's emerging before us, as well as how are you absorbing the information? Are you guys getting this? Like, are like little by little? I think we talked about that before. And so I'm not worried about that. I can't absorb everything all at once. I just continue to ask questions, and I hope to create more content and share everything that I'm learning with you guys. So that's it. Go check out Owerly.com. He's awesome. We chatted for like an hour, and he's a fantastic teacher. So I really want to just from the hour that we spent here, he does like I'm a believer, and I'm gonna say this just from my heart, that actionable steps is what is different with Nexdash. He was giving me like steps and actionable steps, and like there's the motivation side and get motivated, and just like, you know, things like Gary Vee says, like not give a fuck what the world thinks, but there's the actionable steps. And so if you're into internet marketing, digital marketing, and blockchain and cryptocurrency, worth checking out his course. I will go check that out myself. So I will put the link in the description. And that is it. Happy Monday. Thank you for joining. Replayers, thank you. I know most of you guys are going to be in a replay. And namaste, aloha. Thank you. Love and light. Always. YouTube, Facebook, YouTube, Facebook. All right, aloha. Signing out. So we end this live. And then we're gonna end. Wait, how do we do it? Hey!
Maybe the X.
Is that what's gonna do it? Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Is that a